Hello, welcome to Jade Coloring, and it is a Let's Color Sunday video. So I just wanted to have some fun working on a few different things, trying out a few new things, and just, getting some coloring done. I'm going to be playing around with these distressed crayons, and I've never really used them much before. I used them a little bit in a recent finished page, but I haven't looked at any videos on them, but other than just kind of playing around on a piece of scrap paper. I didn't like how they worked when I directly applied them to paper. This, I don't know, this might be a mixed media paper, but I can't remember what I printed it on. It's an Even and Coonan Patreon page, and I really like this page, but I thought it would be fun to mess around with some kind of water mediums for the water and kind of see, where we can go from there. I don't know, because I'm not very good with watercolors and stuff. Oh, I got a couple books underneath there. Let me set that to the side. But ultimately, I found just kind of using this little palette here, kind of putting them on that and then picking up the color off of this, I was liking better. Now I have no idea if that's what you're supposed to do or not, but I've just been trying out this, I think it's Royal brushes of some sort. And I was trying to read. Okay, yeah, it says best for watercolor, thinner acrylic, and ink. So I thought I would try using these with it. Completely, don't know what I'm doing. I don't really have much plans, but I just wanted to play around with it. I might go in with the lighter color, which is the salvaged patina. And I'm just kind of really scribbling it on here. Don't know. Hopefully that's okay. I mean, I probably do need to look up for the intended purpose for these distressed crowns, but I haven't yet, so I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. And it does really pick up the color pretty good. But when I was kind of using them directly onto the paper, it was very textured looking, and I wasn't liking that, so it took me a long time to to tell you all about that. Only problem is it doesn't last very long, putting it down. So I wonder if it would be best to put it down on some paper and then pick it up from there. I don't know. Just, trying out some different things. Thought it would be fun to have a watercolor effect kind of going on. Add a little bit of this prized ribbon color also. Probably. I hope this isn't bothering anybody that I'm just coloring or scribbling these down. I tried, and I don't know. I tried a few different ways, but I think this will work. It's working. It's a really pretty blue. Both those colors together. It's kind of starting with the darker blue. I keep forgetting to get more water. I probably should stick to just pencils because anything else makes me a little bit nervous. And it's nervous trying something new though. Or nerve-wracking, I guess. Also can't talk today, so I'm sorry for that. I just really wanted to try something different. I probably said for the 50th time. This is just like a cheap palette I bought at my local art store, which is Hobby Lobby. Just something I picked up from there. And I'm probably going to go in and layer with pencils when it dries and stuff. But I don't know, I just really wanted that look of watercolor and stuff. I think I'm gonna see here. But I just had the smallest pack of these distressed crayons. So, don't have a lot of colors to choose from, but there were these blue ones in there. I know there are, I guess it's Neo Colors maybe? It's like kind of a water soluble crayon, I think. Or crayon. I don't know. I have trouble saying that word. And, you know, I think you can get like a palette that's like texturized maybe. And I guess that probably really helps get the color off of there because this one is smooth, so. Try to not get it all over her, but that won't be the end of the world if I do. Probably covering up what I am doing. Oh no, her face. That's okay. She is underwater. It is pretty vibrant, you know, even watering it down. But I'll show y'all, I mean, it's a bunch of scribbles, but it's not a very good paper, but this was like just coloring directly onto the paper. And I don't know, it was okay, but it might just be because the paper wasn't, it's just some drawing paper. It probably wasn't ready for all that I was throwing at it. And not to mention I am a very much a novice when it comes to water mediums. It isn't my forte. But it's fun to try new things. I get really inspired watching, other people on YouTube. They use a lot of different mediums in their coloring. And it turns out so beautiful, so it's definitely something I hope to get better at. Oh, that was dark. Well, I definitely got some color down. It does kind of look, a little bit like being in like an underwater scene would look, maybe. I have like some, I don't know, this may not be green, but I'm gonna try green out. It's very muted green. Like as I'm diluting it with a bunch of water. That works. Just kind of messing around. And a little bit of green too. I don't know if it's kind of like seaweed. I suppose you could also kind of go directly onto there and pick up some color. It does kind of layer over top pretty good too. It's kind of fun. I'm just now noticing there's like little stars in the background. Wonder if, I don't know. Is that supposed to be the sky? I don't think so. No, it just got green on me. But it's hard to tell. Sometimes it's, you know, open for interpretation. I had a small watercolor set, but I haven't really messed with that one too much in a good long while. And I also don't know where I put it, so I have to kind of find it. Before I can do anything with it. I love her little, well, I don't know if it's a dress or kind of like if she's a mermaid and she has fins, but that down there detail is really pretty. Oh, covered over that blue pretty good. I think that turned out pretty good for a non-researched experiment with distressed crayons. You know, just kind of hopping in there. I don't even know what this paper is either. I thought maybe it might be mixed media, but I'm not so sure. It has a lot of texture to it. But it held up pretty good. I definitely am gonna let it dry and then kind of go back in it, you know, and kind of work with it. But that was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed that. So I'm gonna let that dry. It's getting pretty dry, but I think I want to work on her face some. And I wanted to have kind of a, well, I did accidentally get a little bit of blue kind of on her already, but I wanted to have a little bit of blue kind of under her, like undertone of skin. And see how that kind of goes. She has a small face, so not, can't do too much really, but I'm gonna try and start kind of building up some shadows with blue slate. Just kind of working from there. Let's see. Because it kind of looks to me like her hair is kind of flowing upwards, almost like, kind of looks like a stream. I don't know if that's what it was intended to be, but that's how I'm kind of seeing it. So I'm going to go with blue hair, which I've already colored blue hair on a mermaid already this month, but I mean, maybe I'll go for like, I don't know what color to use actually. Maybe like a lighter blue. But I think I used pretty light colors for the mermaid page I did. I don't know if I'm actually going to have a lot of pages finished this month. I might have to wait till the end of June to have something to share for y'all. But I mean, it's still not over yet, so maybe I'll get a good amount of coloring done before the month is over. But I don't know if I will. I was hoping I would, but I picked some pretty detailed pages, so it hasn't really been, hasn't been a fast coloring month. And I usually have I color a lot more whips when I'm coloring sometimes. And I don't think I started with a lot of whips this month. But sorry if this video is super unhelpful. Me kind of messing around with those distressed ink things like crayons and not knowing what I'm doing really, but I kind of like how it turned out. I think I'll be able to do something with that, so I'm excited. I'm going to start going in with henna, creating a little bit more kind of darker shadows. I actually lost this pencil for a good little while, and I was moving around some stuff on my like coloring craft cart I have, and I found it at the bottom, tucked away. I was like, oh, I thought I was fixing to have to order this one open stock if that's possible, but I'm not sure if it is, like off of Amazon or not. I have an open stock at Hobby Lobby. They have a few of them, last time I looked at least, but they don't have this color. And I use it a lot in my portraits, so I was happy I found it again. That shows you how organized I am some days. But the color pencils pretty much always find their way back when I misplace them. Okay. Try a little bit of clay rose. I think the flowers in her hair are really pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to go on with Nectar. But yeah, it's been a pretty nice week for me. Not a whole lot going on. I just been working and trying to get some coloring pages done. I'm working on a color along in Portrait of the Mermaid, and I'm still kind of chipping away at that. And also been working in, I think it's Dragon Spell. I have like part 1 of starting that page, which I really like doing that, just kind of having a video showing y'all me starting a page. I don't know, I just find them to be a lot of fun working on those. It makes me excited about the page, so that one's a lot of fun. And what else was I think last Let's Color I was working on a Coloring Heaven Mermaid Special, and I've been trying to finish that one, but I'm still kind of working on the hair, but it's taking a little while. There's a lot. I've done a lot of hair this month. A lot of mermaid hair. So, I've been working on those, and I finished actually my Kirby page in Dark Fairy Tales. It's the Rapunzel one. I'm super excited about that. I think it turned out awesome. And it was a good, really fun color. It was relaxing. I don't know how I feel about this page yet, but I'm gonna stick with it. I think she needs a little bit of pink. Let me see, I got Pink Rose kind of going up under her eye here. That's a good start. Got a good layer going. Let me see what I want to do next. Maybe some peach. We're getting there. I know y'all don't want to watch me color her face the whole video, but just kind of working on it, getting it going. But I'll get there eventually. I got a new pencil sharpener. I'm pretty excited about it, and I got it at Hobby Lobby, which is where I get most of my art supplies. But it's the Curate Plus Color, and I'm really liking it. It's in a battery operated one, and you can shift it to like manual and do a little sharpening, which is nice. And then it has, sorry, that was terrible noise, battery operated, and you can just do a quick sharpen, and it it gets it sharp pretty fast. And it came with a replacement blade also, so that's nice too. So hopefully I'll have this for a little while. I've really been tossing around my, you know, what pencil sharpeners I like. So it's been kind of not challenging, I would say, but I've been trying out different ones to see which ones I like the best. And I don't know, I like this one a lot. It's not as loud as like a huge, like I have a really big electric pencil sharpener. It's not as loud as that one, and actually that one broke recently, so I haven't messed around with it, but I'm thinking it might be broken. I feel like it's a kind of a tricky face angle, the way she's kind of looking over her shoulder. I don't know what color to color the flowers. I'm gonna go in with nectar. I'm gonna start adding a little bit of light peach too, I think. It looks pretty rough right now, but it takes me several layers to get it to where I like it. And I just use a light hand with the layers I've been adding. And I just keep kind of going, and I hope for the best. But I hope it does turn out. It's kind of slowly but surely building up the color I like for her face, and but I'm excited to keep going with this one. I had fun with the watercolor stuff, so probably work on something else. So I'm gonna get that real quick. Okay, so next up I want to do a little working on oceans to stars. And I've been working on the first page in the book, I think. Yeah. I'm really excited how this one's going. I did mess up a little bit, but I think I can fix it. I didn't realize that her hair was like a part of this like cloud in the back. And I had originally planned on, I kind of looked at the original after I started, and so After that, I kind of wanted to go with red, but I don't know. I'm still gonna play around with it and see how it goes. But I did go in with alcohol marker for kind of the base of her tail. And I think this was the color I was using. Oh wait, yeah, it was, maybe. Let's see, it's been a minute since, well, not that long. I should really remember what color I was using. Maybe crimson. That looks a little bit more like the color I was using. And I've just been going over pencils to kind of build up the color. But I like how it turned out. I think it's looking really cool. Just kind of smoothing everything out when you go over top of the alcohol marker with the pencil. I really should write down what I use sometimes. Because you never know when I'm gonna kind of not remember what I was using. Especially when I have a ton of coloring pages going at once, which I do at the moment. And a lot of them are mermaids, so I really get a bit confused sometimes. Ah. Go in with a little bit more pomegranate. Oops. It got dark outside. It's been really rainy all day. Okay, and this is yellowed orange. Yeah, yellowed orange. I was almost trying to make it kind of look like a, I don't know, I kind of thinking like lava kind of thing. It's kind of like molting lava or something. I don't know. Just kind of playing around, but I like how it's turning out though. Hopefully it comes across that way. Still a pretty rough kind of beginnings, you know, with it. Still working on it. Kind of got some scales on her body also, so kind of start working on a few of those little spots. Probably maybe go in with the Crimson Lake. I really hope those are the colors I was using. I don't remember. It looks close enough though. Maybe a little pomegranate in there also. And then just go over top with the yellowed orange. Maybe it'll look okay. I don't know. Might have to go in and do some kind of touching up. But, I mean, that'll work. I really don't know what to do with her fin. I was thinking that kind of going with some like black and gray colors, but then I didn't want them to blend in too much with the rock, because I planned on going in with a really dark color for the rock that she's kind of wrapped around there. So I don't know, lots of decisions to be made, and I don't know if I'm prepared to make them yet, but I'm getting there. I did use some alcohol markers for her skin as well. I guess I could kind of finish up with that a little bit here. I got like soft sun. Okay, and then let's see, what color do I want to use next? Maybe this color. It's like a creamy looking color, bisque. This paper does really well with markers though, so that's kind of nice. Kind of experimenting with them on here. Do a little bit more like blending than I normally would, not just a base color. Got a little bit of pencil on her hand here on accident. And my electric eraser actually died as well as my pencil sharpener. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Let's go ahead and let me find a light gray color. Let's see here, we got cool gray. Kind of want a warmer gray, I think. Let's go with this W3 warm gray number 3. Hopefully, oh no, it doesn't look too good. Maybe it's okay. See, I neglected my markers for far too long. Just kind of taking this, you know, all over the like rock. Went down further than I thought. A little bit under here as well. Ah, keep getting off the screen, sorry. I'm gonna try going in with just the warm gray number 1, just kind of going over top with the lighter color, just to add a little bit of extra something, because why not? Some people can do some really amazing things with alcohol markers. Blending them all together, you know. But I generally rely on my pencils with them, so. I have the color I used for the center of the tail, it's apricot. I decided that I think it would look cool on her fin. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I didn't want to go with the black color because it would look too much like the rock underneath. So, and I wanted to still kind of tie in with her tail, but I didn't want to go for red, so kind of my thought process with picking the apricot color. I'm sure there's, you know, a lot of people who are probably better than me, you know, can kind of have a better eye for colors. Most of the time I just kind of go with whatever kind of sounds like it would be fun to use. I don't really have a planned out palette usually. Sometimes I have an idea by looking up like color palettes and stuff, but most of the time it's just kind of spur of the moment. Whatever I feel like using that day. but you never know. Eventually I might start planning out the color scheme more. You know, everyone's style changes. Yeah, I like that. I think it looks good. Oh no, I didn't realize that her tail also extended to kind of like behind the fin too. I was just seeing the fin here on the back. I didn't pay attention to that. That happens a lot with me. I don't notice some things, but I can go back and color it, so if I can figure out what colors I used. Very vibrant. I like that. Kind of, I think I'm gonna kind of work on her. She's got like horn, like a ram's horn almost, kind of here. I guess it has something to do with the, because it's like astrology. So I'm not too familiar with it. So anyway, gotta work on that. Don't really know what color to color this though. I had planned on using this as a clay rose, so kind of started out here. Yeah, I think that'll work out. Just kind of see here. What do I got? Let's start kind of. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of hopping around. I do that sometimes when I'm kind of thinking on what I want to do next. I kind of start on what I kind of know I want to do with a certain section. I think that's all I'm gonna do for this page. I'm kind of having a little bit of a block as to what colors to choose for her fin and kind of what to do with her hair, because I kind of want that to be red. But I started out with some alcohol markers and I did kind of a darker brown color, so I'm trying to think how I can incorporate that, because I didn't at first realize that this was part of her head. I guess I thought it was connected to this kind of smoky swirl thing here, so I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see if I can actually work this out. But I figured y'all probably didn't want to watch me do more work on like skin, so probably gonna not do that. And so I guess that's all I'm gonna do for this video for today. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday and gets to do some coloring and relaxing. And until the next video, bye y'all.